We are back, and now we already have almost everything in our system working. You have our combat system created, most of them at least. I still need to make a few adjustments, that is to create a way to recover health and mana, make a few functions, and I think I also forgot to do in the last video, that is a way to break from this combat. Once he gets here, he needs a way to break from this and go back to here if he lots our player after attacking him. So let's see. I think, yeah, he's not going to be, this is going to be set, this is not going to be set, so it's probably going to need to get a new one. I'm going to get this break combat here, and here I'm going to place this break combat. And now if he can't attack and he can't see our player, actually I'm going to just place our can't see player, because can attack is not going to be set if he gets to here. So just get our can see player is not set. Now we should be able to break from this combat just like this. And let's see. I think I'm going to start this video by creating a way to spawn our enemies, so that we have a lot of enemies appearing in our game. So I'm going to delete our enemies here, and instead I'm going to our enemies folder, and here I'm going to go into blueprint class, and then I'm going to select actor. This is going to be our spawn underscore enemies, just like that. Open this file. Here, go to event graph. 1 second, I'm going to get our event tick. Then I think to make this work better, I need to create a sphere here. So just add a sphere, and I'm going to just delete this here. I don't need anything. Just clear like that. I don't have anything there. Then I'm going to get location. Get word location, yeah, that's better. So here in our event tick, I'm going to get a delay, just like that. A delay, let's say 10 seconds. Yeah, that's going to work best, I think. And let's see. Now I need to spawn our enemies after each 10 seconds. So I'm going to get our spawn actors from class, this one right here. I'm going to split this spawn transform to get our location, just like that. I actually think I'm going to get a random location. Yes, like this. Let's say 300. Uncompleted. And this is going to be our enemy BP, this one right here. Collision, I'm going to get to always spawn, and just to make sure, I'm going to select our sphere, and I'm going to search for collision. Here I'm going to make it no collision, compile it, save it, and should be working fine. Let's place this in our game. Place it a little bit up like that. Let's check this. It's going to take 10 seconds. Yeah, now have our enemies spawning every 10 seconds. And I noticed that I can't attack for some reason. Yeah, we probably broke something in the last video, so let's go to our Sun Wukong player character. Let's see, I can't attack. That's going to be here. I am in combat mode and I can't attack for some reason. Let's see, select combo. I need to be in combat mode, and I can't be attacking, I can't be dodging, I can't be running, I can't be casting. Yeah, I also need stamina. I forgot to place that pin over there. So yeah, maybe it was just because of that. Let's test this again. Go back to our game. and still not working for some reason. Let's see here. So we have our input attack. He's going to select our combo, that is this function right here. Then he's going to check if it can do this action. Then he's going to pass our combats through. And then he's going to search for this attacking. Attack. If attack is not true, then he's going through this, dodging, running. Running is possible. Yeah. I noticed the problem here. Yeah, I can't be running here. I don't know why I placed this as true. Compile this, save it. Let's go back to our game. I need to be stopped while you're attacking because I'm not able to attack while running. Yeah, now it's working. Just like I wanted. Now we have our enemies appearing in our game. And I think I still need to fix this here, that is, we can use our attacks while in our widget. So for that, since we created a function for this, I think I'm going to just go to our, let's see, our, where it is, our input evolution. And I'm going to just create another value for this, another boolean that's going to be set. So while this widget was created, is going to have a boolean here that is, let's create another one here. That's going to be widget open, just like that. And then I'm going to set this boolean here. I'm going to make this instance editable and expose on spawn. Widget open, and in our can do, I'm going to just create another one. That's going to be open like that, and I'm going to get our widget open. Then I'm going to check if I can or no with this open, just like that. Let's go back to our event graph. Here I need to make a few modifications. First one is for which I don't want this to be open. So let's make this like this. Can do, yeah. The default is going to be for not. So now let's go to our, I'm going to close these tabs. Don't need them down. Close the other tabs, and let's go to our widget. That's going to be our Paragon. Yeah, I have our folder for widgets. That's going to be this one right here. Go to graph, and let's see here. I have the close button here. Going down here to our function. That's going to be on click at this one right here. Here in our UI evolution, let's see. I'm going to get that value here, so I think I need to to make a cast, and I'm going to break this remove from parent and make this as the last one, just like that. But I can use our player controller. I need to use our player character for this. Get player character. Then I'm going to make a cast on player character, just like that. And then I'm going to set widget open, just like that, to false, and then remove from parent. Compile this, save it. Let's go back to our game. Now let's see. Yeah, I was not in combat mode. I need to enter combat mode first. Actually, I want to set our walking speed while enter combat mode to 0 as well. So as you can see, I can't attack now while in the widget, but after this I can attack. It's a lot better this way, able to get our widgets. So let's see. I also want to not be able to walk while entering combat mode. So enter combat mode is going to play this montage. I'm going to explain this a bit, just like that. And then from this I'm going to get our character movement, and I'm going to set max walk speed to 0, just like that. Do the same after it's completed. This time set it to 300. Compile it, save it, let's go back to our game. Yeah, I can't move now, and now I can move. Yeah, just like we wanted. Yeah, it's working fine. There's one thing I also forgot to make in our game, that is our abilities, damage and actions. So let's see. I'm going to our animations. Here I have a few abilities. I think the first ability should be something that would give an improvement for our character. So, but the problem is that our, let's say, this X ability is really an attack ability. So instead, let's say, I could create our overlap event for these animations, and that is basically attack. And for the other ones that is not attack, I'm going to be using some bonus for the attacks. Yeah, I think that would be great. Let's see. I'm going to get our, let's start with this X because I pick this up first. So I'm going to get this montage. So in this montage, I'm going to actually be using the same notifier as before. So I'm going to add a notifier, skeleton notifiers, begin attack. And it's going to be, let's see, here. Yeah, I think it's something like this. And stop it here. Yeah, like that, and then skeleton notifiers and attack. But this is a special ability. I don't want to be using the same damage. So in our Sun Kong player character, yeah, that's awful. Yeah, let's make some distance here. Yeah, a little bit better. So let's see. I need to go to our abilities. That's going to be here. And I have our can do. Let's see, it's okay. Our special ability. Then once he gets our special ability, he's going to play this montage. And I think here, yeah, if this is valid, I think I'm going to make a little bit of an improvement to our attacks. So let's say we have our stats here, and I have damage and defense. So in the attack A, maybe I'm going to get our defense. I'm going to set our defense and our damage. So let's say I have defense. Since our enemies deal 10 points of damage, maybe if I do something like 3 points, no, let's make it 5. No, that's not. And we already have our defense stats that can be upgraded. So I think I'm going to instead, let's delete this. I'm going to create bonus stats. So that is going to be bonus defense and bonus damage. They are going to be integer. It's going to be of the type stats. Just like that. So I'm going to get our bonus defense, and I'm going to set, and our bonus damage. So that while using this attack, it's going to get something like, let's say, for 3 points of defense. And here is going to get, let's say, just to test this, I think I'm going to be using something like 10 points of damage more. Yeah, like that. Place to our play montage, and after this, so for our bonus damage, there's no need to change these values after this, because There's actually one need to change. I'm going to change F10 here, but it's not need to be there for other attacks. That's going to be only for our special ability. So here, if this is an attack, after it's completed, it's going to set our bonus damage back to 0, just like that. But for our bonus defense, I want that to be activated a little bit further than that. So let's see, how could I do this? I could just create a delay for, let's say, 5 seconds. Yeah, let's say 5 seconds. And then I'm going to set our bonus defense back to 0, just like that. Yeah, that should be fine. I think I should do the same for our another special. Yeah, so we have the other special here. I'm going to be building the same here as well. Just select this, push a little bit to the left, copy this. The stats are going to be different, so let's say for the second attack, the damage, bonus damage is going to be something like 6. And for defense, it's going to be something like 6 as well. Just like that. Place it here. And then here at the end, the same thing, copy this. Place it here. Yeah, compile, save it. Now, to make this work for our defense and bonus damage, I need to go to our, let's see, have our envelope events. We're going to apply damage. So I could create our base damage for our every weapon that we have. And let's see, how I'm going to do this. I have base damage. I should have a base damage for our sword, axe, and for our staff, and then add the new bonus here. Yeah, that would be better, I think. So I'm going to create 3 more variables. That's going to be base damage staff, base damage sword, and then base damage X, just like this. Then here, starting with the staff, I'm going to get our staff here, and this is 10 points of damage for our staff, so I'm going to compile this and set this as 10. Then I'm going to add our bonus damage, this one right here, place it here, and then to our base damage, just like that. So yeah, should be working fine. I'm going to do the same here as well. So let's get our sword. Then I'm going to get our bonus damage. I also need to set this category for stats, like this. Yeah, that's a lot better. I'm going to get our bonus damage here. Then I'm going to add our base damage there, and the same here as well. So again, yeah, for our sword, I think I'm going to be using like 15, and then for our axe, it's going to be like 20. Add our bonus damage again. It's here, yeah, this one right here, just like that. Now for our health, let's say I have our in our enemy, let's see here, our behavior tree, we have this task here that is deal damage, and I have our health. I should also get our defense for this. So let's say I'm going to get our, yeah, for this I'm going to get defense. Let's see here in our some compare character defense, I'm going to make EIC resistance and explosion spawn. Let's see here, get defense. Yeah, now it's appearing for some reason. Break this link, place it, let's say here. This is the base damage for our enemy. So I could make a variable for this in this function. Yeah, I think I'm going to be creating this as well. Let's see here. No, I think it's easier to only make this. I'm going to get this value, and then I'm going to subtract this out again, and then I'm going to place our defense here, and then place this here. So now I'm going to receive less damage from this, just like that. Yeah, it should be working fine. Now let's go to our game, and I'm going to be testing this. I'm going to get our weapon. Now I can't move while getting our weapon. That's going to be an enemy appearing somewhere here. Yeah, here. And I'm going to be use our stats. Now I should get a little bit of defense. That was not attack. And this one, defense as well. That costs every mana that we had. It's a lot of cost for mana. So I'm going to, let's say, I'm going to get our sword, and I can't do any attacks now because I don't have enough mana. So I'm going to do this again. So before using that, I'm going to just, where is our enemy? To get our swords first. Actually, I'm going to get our X. Yeah, I'm going to get our X. And I think this should almost kill our enemy with just one strike. So let's test this. Yes, just one strike. Kill our enemy. Just like we wanted. And as you can see here, this one is, yeah, I think the base damage for our staff, our X is just too great. Let's go back here. Let's go to our enemy. I'm going to increase his health. Let's say his max health. Let's say something like this. Compile it, save it. Let's go back to our game. Let's see now. Wait a few seconds. Someone's going to appear. Now it's a little bit harder to kill our first enemy, but just wait a bit. Yeah, just like that. Get our X. Now I'm going to change our X. Oops. Like that. And let's test this. Yes, as you can see, it's a lot of damage. If I use only one attack, it's going to deal half of its life. It's still a lot of damage, but the special attack does a lot more. So let's go back here to our Sun Kong player character. And let's see here. I need to be able to update our health and mana as well. We have created this function here to update our stamina. It is not here to update stamina, but I think I'm going to be creating a function to update, and that can be used for our stamina and health. So let's see here. For now, I'm going to just copy this here. I'm going back to our, let's say, I'm going to create a new function. This is going to be for heal, just like that. I'm going to place this here. So, yeah, I need our max for both mana, health, or stamina, and yeah, it's going to be 2 inputs then. It's going to be, yeah, current amount, type integer, and then max, and of type integer as well. Yeah, I think I'm going to use another name for this. Current, no. Yeah, I think that's enough. I'm not going to be promote this variable, so that's enough. So from this, I'm going to get, I'm going to place this here. And then we have our max. I'm going to delete the stamina here. We have our max stamina here. Then I'm going to place this, this node there. Just like that. And then for our max stamina, I'm going to be place it there. That should be fine. It's a lot. Yeah, let's make this a little bit better. So I'm going to make this pointer here, place it here, just like that. It's still not good enough. Yeah, I think that's good enough. I'm not going to be going back to this function very often. So just place it there. And this should be working. Yeah, this is for set stamina. I need to be able to see what variable I'm going to be setting. So this works for stamina, but I need this to work for health and mana as well. So let's see, how could I do this? So I could make an enumeration. I'm going to probably be doing this. So let's go to it is in blueprints enumeration. So here in blueprints, select enumeration, and this is going to be for, let's say, basic stats, and place this in our Paragon Sun Kong heroes folder. This one right there. Move it there. Yeah, actually place this in our Wukong folder, this one. And let's see. The first one is I'm going to add a new numerator here. The first one is going to be for health. Then another 2. Next one is going to be for stamina. And then this one is going to be for mana. Save this. Let's go back to our Sun Kong. Here, this is going to be of the type enumerator. I'm going to get basic stats. This one right here. Now he's able to change using these stats. So let's go back to our event graph. Here I'm going to get our, what was the name again? Here, this one right here. And now I can select for health, stamina, or mana. Yeah, I think that's the best way to make this. So instead of being using this, I'm going to just create this function. This delay and this branch I'm going to be still using like this. I'm going to just delete this as well and use the can do here as well. Can do. And let's see. I can be in combat mode, and I need to be in combat mode because I'm going to be dealing damage here. So I can't be dodging, I can't be running, and I can't be casting. Which there's no need for that. Yeah, something like that should be working fine. So let's just make this can do here. I'm going to place this first here in our can do, then I'm going to delete this and place in this branch right here, just like that. Yeah, and I'm going to be using, go back to our event graph. And here, after the delay, I'm going to just delete this here. And then select this heal function right here. Then I'm going to open this up. And I need to set this for our numerator. So let's say this one is going to be set to change. Like that. And I'm going to switch on basic stats like this. So I'm going to make a pin here, place this down here, and actually let's just place this here, place this on switch here, make another pin. This one's going to be down here like that. Yeah, just not being on the way. So if true, it's going to switch on winch, and then our stamina is set like here. So if this, in the case of stamina, is going to set this here. Exactly the same thing, so I'm going to just get this here for stamina. And let's see here, I can get a root node down up here, just like that. Then another one here, like that. So if that's true, it's going to set this here for stamina. If that's for health, then I'm going to get our stats for health. Set max health, like that. Yeah. And then for our mana here, Actually I need to set this. Our mana. Yeah, just like that, should be working fine, but I still need to deal with the false. That is, I'm going to set it back to max. So I think I'm going this here, I'm going to promote to variable. So it's going to be our max stat, like that. And here I'm going to promote this to variable. Yeah, I think we're going to promote to variable, not to local variable, just like that. So let's see here. Should be working fine, this part at least. And down here, I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to get our, let's see here, max stat. That is this one right here, in the place of the set. And that's for our stamina, mana, and health. And so I'm going to actually be using another switch on basic stats. Place this on false. And then it here, just like that. For our stamina. And then for our health, this one right here. A little bit down. And then for our mana. Like this. Yeah. Compile, save it. Let's go to our event graph. I still need to set our stats. So yeah, let's see here. Let's get this change weapons down. I'm going to make this as a function as well, because that will make it easier to change weapons, to create new weapons in your game. So this, I need to create new pins here. Paste the last one into here. This one's going to be for, let's say, this is the function heal now, for heal stamina. So I'm going to just copy this and place it down here for our heal health as well. This one's going to be heal health. Just like that. And then place the second pin there. Let's see here. Heal. And I need to get our, let's say, first is going to be for our stamina. And then our max stamina. So place it here. Just like that. And then for our health. Just like that. Yeah, and then one more time. Just one more time. Like that. This one's going to be our heal mana. And then I'm going to delete this here, and I'm going to get our max mana. And then our mana. I need to change this, so it's only healing health. I need to change it. This one's for health. This one's for stamina. And this one is for mana. And I'm going to get our stamina. This one is just too much. I'm going to, let's say, make it 200. Like that. Compile it. Save it. Let's go back to our game. Now should be working. So I'm going to be using an attack, and I'm healing stamina. If I use our mana, I'm going to be healing it as well. And if someone deals damage against me, I'm going to be healing health as well. Just like that. And let's see, I need now to be able to make our character dies. So if our health gets to 0, our character is going to die. Let's see here. So I can't create a health event, but just, let's see, virtual soon conquer a character. And yeah, that's a little bit messy. Make this like this. I think I could just get, no, that's definitely one of the best ways to do this. I'm going to bring this up here. Yeah, I want this branch. Yeah, I need to start organize this a bit. So just get a sequence here, this node here, add a root there, make this up a bit, just like that. This one as well. So from, yeah, just like that. There's no need for this one. This one needs a little bit. Add a root. Just like that. And then again for this one. Let's make another one. Something like this. Yeah, I think that's great for now. Yeah, I can understand what's happening here. It's a lot better. But I need to create another one for this. So let's say, from the sequence every tick, I want to check if our characters has died, if his health is in 0. If that's the case, I'm going to create another event. So let's just make this here. I'm going to create another pin. This pin right here. Let's push this a little bit further. Like that. And right here, I'm going to create a custom event. That's going to be for death, player death. Just like that. And yeah, let's see. I think I'm going to also be creating a function for this. I think there's no need for player death function for this, so just create player death. Just like that. And then this is going to be our player death custom event. I'm going to place this here, and here I'm going to create our death of our player. So for that, I'm going to first check if our health, let's say a branch, if our health is at 0, just like that. If that's the case, then I'm going to create another widget. So let's create this widget. I'm going to add this widget to viewport. Add to viewport, just like that. And I'm going to now create this widget. Let's go to our widget folder, go to user interface, and then widget blueprint. Going to be of the type user widget, and let's say endgame widget. So select here our endgame widget. I want to show, let's see what we have done with the other widget before. That's going to be, let's say we have our evolution, this one right here. So yeah, I have set our mouse cursor and our look input. So I'm going to do the same here. I'm going to just copy this. There's going to be no need to change this afterwards after creating this widget. So just paste this here like that. So I'm going to set our cursor to true and to ignore look input. Let's see, and I'm going to also set widget to open like that. Yeah, that should be working fine. Now let's go to our widget that just created, endgame. Here I'm going to search for canvas like that. Then I'm going to add, let's say, box, but this one I want to with a background. So let's say this one, yeah, I think that's great. I want with a background, just like that. And the text is going to be that, but I need to change the font. Let's see here. I want to, let's make something like closer to black, something like this. Yeah, I think that's great. Let's get our justification anchor to the middle, and our justification is going to be where it is, our 1 second, justification to center, just like that. And now I want our font to, let's say, something like this. Yeah, that should be enough. Then I'm going to create our a button. So let's get a button right here. Button. This button is going to have text. Place this inside our button. That's going to be our end game button. Just like that. The text is going to be let's say end game. No, let's say fit game. And I'm going to place this button in our right here, I think. Yeah, let's make this a little bit bigger, something like this. Yeah, I think that's great. Hit game, like that. Yeah, now I'm going to our end button and I'm going to get our onClicked event. Here I'm going to get our hit game function and then compile it, save it. Let's go back to our SunKong player character, save this as well. Should be working fine. This is our player there. Compile it, save it. Let's go to our game. I'm going to enter combat mode. Let's wait a few enemies to appear. Yeah, now let's let him kill. Yeah, I think the health that we got after each second is just too much. Yeah, I'm going back to our SunKong player character and I'm going to decrease the amount of health that we got there. So we have our stamina, health. Actually, I think I'm going to increase the damage of our enemy. Yeah, I think that's best. Let's go to deal damage. Here I'm going to increase the health to, let's say, let's say something like this. Actually, for this I'm going to set our health to, let's say, 10. So that is easier for us to be killed. And yeah, they get here. Wait a bit. Yeah, just like that. And it didn't got through there. Let's see here. So I have our health. If our health is set to 0, it should go into here because it's the same. Yeah, let's see. I'm going to also hit a print string, print our health all the time. Let's go to our game again. Let's see the exact amount of health that we got left. Yeah, yeah, that's the problem. We have less than 0. Yes, so I'm going to exclude this and delete this as well. So let's get less or equal to 0, just like that. Sorry for this problem. So now should be working fine. I'm going to compile this, go back to our game, wait a bit, our enemy is going to appear. Here, and we died. Is not in the right place, this, I can say that. And if I click here, I should be able to click here, but for some reason I can't. So let's see. Let's go to our end game, designer. I first noticed that this is not covering everything there. Let's just get this a little bit down there as well, just like this. I'm going to place this, let's say, the anchor to there as well. Compile it. So yeah, the problem, I think it is actually because I am set this in our event tick, so it's going to be open this widget just too many times. So instead, I think I'm going to just get this here like this, and I'm going to get our event through once, just like that. So that now he's able to do this only once. Compile it, save it. Now should be working as I wanted. Let's see now. I'm going to wait for our enemy to appear. Since I have 10 points of health, only one attack should be enough to kill me. Let's see. Yeah, just like that. And now I can keep the game. Just like that. We have your kill. We can also make our character play animation. I could probably use the same animation I use for our NMVP here. I think it would be great. So yeah, let's make something like that. So let's say, I think before creating this widget, yeah, let's make this before creating this widget. I'm going to place this a little bit to the further there. On this, I'm going to get our play montage, the first one. Then I'm going to get this uncompleted. Let's say, yeah, but I want to. Let's say if I get our depth montage here, depth montage, just like that. The problem is that our montage, at the end of this montage, it gets up again. So I could just, let's say, maybe destroy this character as well. Let's get our mesh. I'm not sure if that's the best way. I don't want to be using this method. Let's compile, let's save it. Let's go back to our game. Yeah, actually I want that to appear during the animation. I don't want this uncompleted, so just place it here. During the animation. Wait a bit, someone's going to appear somewhere here. Yeah, just like that. Now I can quit the game. Yeah, it's working fine. Working fine. I think that's covered almost everything for our combat system. Let's see. Yeah, I think I should first, to make things easier for you, I'm going to make this as a function so that you can change weapons more easily than this. So let's say I'm going to basically replicate this, but in a way that you can modify these variables. Let's say not going to change things here, not going to change things here because it's going to change for each weapon. And I'm going to start to create a function from here. Yeah. So let's get our another function that's going to be change weapon. Just like that. Here in our change weapon, let's see. I think I have copied this. Yeah, I'm going to just copy this, just so I'm not losing myself there. So let's place it here so that I can remember the order. So first I need a reference for our staff. So here in our change weapon, I'm going to create a static mesh. Let's say static mesh. This needs to be static mesh component object reference, this one right here, because this is a component of our character. So the first one is going to be, let's say, first weapon, like that. I'm going to promote this to local no, I think there's no need for that. Or there is, let's say I'm going to use staff here, and yeah, there is a need for that. I'm going to promote this to local variable. Let's rename this as, let's say, first weapon. Oops. Let's say first weapon. Yes, for that, for the static mesh. And I need for other two inputs. That's going to be for other static mesh type of components. The next one is going to be for our second weapon. And then third weapon. If you have a lot of weapons in your game, you are going to create a system to name things. Because in my case, I have just 2 weapons, so 3 names for weapons is enough. But if you have dozens of weapons, you need to create a system so that you don't lose yourself. So here I'm going to set this as local variable as well. Then it's going to be second weapon S, just like that. And then promote the last one to local variable, third weapon S, just like that. Now I'm going to start creating this. The first one is attached to component. That's going to be our first weapon. That's going to be the weapon that we want to change to. So here I'm going to get our first weapon. And then I'm going to set to target. Then I'm going to get our mesh. Set to parent. The staff name is going to change it with each weapon. So I'm going to create a new one. I'm going to be able to type name. And it's going to be, let's say, socket name. Place it here. Now, yes, this part should be working fine. I'm going to delete this. Now I need to set visibility. Yeah, for the other 2 weapons. So set visibility. Then I'm going to get our second weapon. Like that. New visibility is false. Same thing again. And then third weapon. Just like that. So yeah. Now for attach to components, I'm going to copy this. And place it there. I'm going to replace this sword with our second weapon. And then our third weapon. So now it's a bit easier to change to create new weapons in your game. For each weapon, you just need to create a new layer here for another weapon and so on. The socket name is going to be the same, so there's no need to change that. Take this, delete, compile it, save. Let's go back to our event graph. Here, I'm going to delete this here. And I'm going to place our change weapon like that. The first weapon is going to be the weapon that I want to change. In this case is Tex. I'm going to be using him. Place it here. Then the sword. And then the staff. The socket name for the X I think is X, just like that. Compile, save it. Should be working fine. I'm going back to game and I'm going to test this for our X. For that, first I need to kill our enemies, so let's wait someone to appear. Yeah, I have just 2 little health now. Let's go to our Song Kong, max health, place it back to 100, let's say 200, compile it, save, let's go back to our game. Wait a bit. Yeah, our enemy has too much left now, but he's going to die as well. So now I'm going to get our X, close. Now I'm going to get the weapon and nothing happens. It's not attached to our body. Yeah, that's a problem. Let's see, I can use the animation, so yeah, change the weapon. The problem is that, let's see, let's go to our Sun Kong, here in change weapon. Maybe I forgot to change visibility. Yeah, that is the case. Yeah, that's the case. I need to change visibility here, so let's just push this a little bit further. Get a node to set visibility. Then I'm going to get our first weapon, this one right here. place it there, new visibility to true, compile it, save. Let's go back to our game. Should be working fine now. And wait a bit. Yeah, now let's get our X. Yeah, now we have our X just like before. We're able to play animations. And yeah, now we are able to recover our stats. We are able to evolve by killing other enemies. We are able to change between weapons, unlocking weapons. And actually there is one thing that I'm not sure if I have done. That is if I'm able to increase our defense and our damage. So let's go to our widgets. Evolution widget. I'm going to get our defense upgrade. And let's see. And here I have created it for our defense and our damage as well. Yeah, I have done it for our damage and defense as well. Let's see here. I'm going to see if the damage is being applied in our attacks. So have our attacks here. I'm not sure if I'm using our base damage or if I'm using the damage itself. So let's get it to our... Yeah, it's actually in our overlap event. So yeah, I am using the base damage surge. I think I should also use the, yeah, here I think I need to also use our base damage. This one right here. It's set to 0, but if I increase our stats, it's going to increase these stats here. So I'm going to get our damage here. Add another pin. Now to our damage. And that's going to be for each one of them. And add another damage there as well. Since there is 3 types of damage. The base damage, the damage that is on damage is the damage of our character. Then we have our damage, the base damage for each weapon. And then we have the bonus damage that's going to change with abilities. Compile, let's save. And let's see. Yeah, I think we have made everything. Let's see here. Yeah, he breaks from combat mode as well. Yeah, I think that's it for our combat system series.